One of my worst, ugliest experiences when I was inside, when I was in Southport Box. That's like I was down there with Ty Guns and my boy Detroit and Mino from Coney Island. Shout out, I don't even know if he's still alive. One of my worst experiences was when Southport, they put Fleet inside our food, right? Fleet is like this liquid laxative. It looked like 7-Up. It tastes a little bit of salty, and but it's clear. And what the police would do in our food, they would pour the shit in like the vegetables or inside the gravy. So everybody would eat the shit, and it took us a little while to realize that. And while we were eating, we all going to the bathroom, and the police would put more and more every doses. Until the shit, we had to be hospitalized behind that shit there. Motherfuckers was literally shitting out their fucking guts. And that shit was bad. The police was poisoning us down there in Southport Block and D Block. That was one of my worst experiences. That was worse than the coma that they put me in Attica. I'd rather the coma, at least I ain't feel shit. But that poisonous shit, that shit is horrible. It was like having food poisoning every day for over a week. Shit was horrible. Worst experience ever. When you go upstate, you dealing with straight with the KKK, Ku Klux Klan. Ain't no doubt about it. That's straight up. They not in the South, way in Alabama, tucked away in Tennessee, some motherfucker where. They right up here, upstate New York. All of upstate New York is all KKK. Those are all red counties. Not that I'm pro-blue county neither with these Democrats, because they ain't to be trusted neither. Can't trust none of these motherfucking politicians. They all funny style. However, when you go up north, them crackers up there is straight KKK, man. You want to experience some Ku Klux Klan because there's no accountability. Now it is because of Robert Brooks. They can't be doing what they did before because now they know the streets is coming for their ass. The police going to jail when they touch one of us. But back in the days, yeah, you was dealing straight Ku Klux Klan experience, man. There was no other way about it. I got called a nigga a bunch of times.
Look, I'm talking about why
that's why everyone said my mama was cracker back then.
The saddest moment.
The hardest one was when I lost my mom's a year before I went to the parole board. That was because she stayed alive all the way to the year that I could have made the board and go home. You know what I'm saying? That was 32 years of me being in prison. And she stayed alive and held on to the very last minute. So yeah, that was a tough loss for me. I lost a bunch of family members, grandparents. I lost one sibling, a bunch of elders in my family. But the one that hurt the most was Mama Duke, bro. Yeah, my mom believed I was gonna be free, but she died before she actually see me free. That's why I work so hard out here to be so successful for my community and take my community to me on my rise to success. Because I'm doing it for my moms, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I put her through hell, so I wanted to see I could do some type of good, man, you know what I'm saying? So I go hard in the paint for Mama Duke. Salute to Mama Duke, Tomahawk salute.
That's right. And that's the real stand-up people who we talking about now. We talking about mama, brothers, sisters, wives, aunts, uncles, all those that stood up by us are the real stand-up people. Us being in prison ain't nothing stand up about that shit. We was a bunch of sit-down niggas. We was all sit down up in there. We was handicapped. We couldn't do for ourselves. Our family was coming through for us, making sure we was good. So salute and praise to all those that stood for us and stood up for us, all the wives, the sisters, the girlfriends, the brothers,
the mama dudes, the grandmothers
that sent us them packages.
They got to get their due too. We
That's
into
right.
the front lines of the
and,
power,
and,
right?
and that held the families down while we was missing in action. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to the grandmothers, thanks to the mothers, thanks to the sisters, thanks to the daughters, thanks to all to the aunties, thanks to all the women in our community that held our children down, even though I ain't got none, but they held them down, we was down, while all the uncles and the fathers and them was MIA. So thank you. I'll give you a big salute for that. Salute.
And this is why our brothers do it, man. This is why the brothers do it today, man. This is why you gotta respect and appreciate brothers who've been through the bumps and bruises, who've been through it all, and they home now, and we pumping positivity all the way with it. We put a lot of energy in the streets on negativity. So imagine how hard we're gonna go for the positivity.
Gotta change it up, man. The time is now, right here.